Both of my parents are. Here are 3 lessons that I've learned. 1. Your past does not define you. At the end of the day, there are a lot of things that happen in this world that are out of our control. Things that we simply have no say in. But it's not what happens to us that defines us. It's how we proceed. Now, I know that this can be hard, because when we go through tragedy, when we experience great failure, or face a great deal of adversity, it's hard to make the best decision for you because our emotions are stirred up. Our world maybe has been turned upside down. So the challenge here is to keep that level of clarity, to be able to choose the best course of action, and to do so independently. And it's almost paradoxical, because the very thing that enables you to keep that level of clarity is by knowing that your past does not define you. And you'll find this to be common in many of the mental adversities and challenges that you come across, that you come to face. It's all on the basis of belief. How you behave, how you act, is according to your beliefs. So if you believe wholeheartedly that no matter what happens to you, no matter how unfortunate the occurrence, there's nothing in this world that could take away your gift of choice, your most powerful possession, that allows you to choose your next step. Both of my parents when I was in high school. Was life difficult for a while? Of course. In fact, it sent me into the very lowest point of my life. I don't think that there will ever be anything that could happen in the rest of my life that would bring me to such a low. And that is frightening and freeing at the same time. But through all of this, I still understood that how I lived my life was ultimately up to me. I could not allow my past to define who I was and how I lived out the rest of my life. And although my initial options may not have been the most ideal, there will always be a better option amongst the rest. And the more you can consistently choose the better option, the better your life will become, exponentially. And just to give you an example so you can kind of apply this to your own life. For me, this might have looked like, instead of laying in bed all day, thinking about everything that was wrong with my life, the unfortunate circumstance that I was in, it could have been going outside and going for a walk, or going to the gym, or reading a book. Very simple things. Was I able to instantly transform my life and turn my life around in a matter of a day? No. But I did what I could. I understood the importance of accumulating good decisions, positive inputs. You'll hear this term a lot. The more you accumulate positive inputs, no matter how big or small, like I said, it could be reading, it could be going for a walk, it could be exercise, it could be cooking yourself a healthy meal instead of going to McDonald's. Stuff like this, exponentially, the more they build up, they'll snowball. Okay, and you'll build momentum behind this positive direction that you're heading in. And although it may be a slow start at the beginning, you will find rather quickly that your life will rapidly transform at an exponential rate. Lesson number 2 is to develop a sense of urgency in your life. One of the biggest things that I took away from the death of both my parents was how limited our time actually is on Earth. Not only do we get, say, 80, 85 years on this planet, but that time could be cut short at any moment. None of us are guaranteed tomorrow. And if you want to leave a positive impact on this world, on the ones you love, and maybe those that look up to you, you really want to give this life your all to obtain a legacy that outlives your physical existence on this earth. You only have so much time to do that. And I think our generation especially, we mindlessly scroll on our phones for hours and hours and hours just to make the day go by faster. And it's so contradictory, it doesn't make any sense, because you are so capable of doing so much right now in this moment. You are no more capable of obtaining your dreams, of living your dream life in the future as you are now. You are the same person with the same capabilities. All of the answers to your questions, all of the abilities that you believe that you are missing, they are all within. You just haven't given yourself the time of day to discover them. You must discover your strengths. You must discover your weaknesses. And you must also discover the opportunities that you possess to be able to improve on those weaknesses. There is no external thing in this world that could fill the void that you crave to get rid of. Because ultimately what fills that void, it is being proud of who you are and your accomplishments, the things that you have done in this world, the positive impact that you have made, your ability to provide for those that you love, how well you treat those around you, and how effectively you can inspire them to be better. These things take time to develop, and if you just meander throughout your day and live your life aimlessly, with no sense of urgency, it will not happen. It simply won't. So from me to you, who has learned this lesson firsthand, how important it is to have that sense of urgency, please don't overlook it. Act now, because you can make the difference now. You can make the change now. You can start the transformation now. And lesson number 3 is to not settle. I don't care how ambitious the idea is. I don't care if no one on this planet has done it before. I don't care if everyone tells you that it's impossible. If you have a desire to do something in this world, and that something makes you feel alive, and it sparks your curiosity, and it wakes up that fighting spirit within you, embrace and cherish that instinct with everything that you have. That is God calling you to do something. You don't get these strong, deep feelings, these deep instincts for nothing. To be drawn to something so strongly, and in a way that is almost unexplainable, that is divine. To let someone else who has been blinded by the evil forces in this world, that has been manipulated and deceived to stray away from the path that God has laid for them, to tell you that you are not capable of fulfilling the purpose that God put you on this earth to fulfill, it is a shame. But unfortunately it happens far too often. So I need you to know that whatever that thing is for you, whatever your vision is, do not let anything stand in your way, because you are capable. You have everything that it takes to do it. It is your purpose. And unfortunately, many of us lose belief in that we will succeed in accomplishing whatever that thing is, fulfilling whatever that purpose may be. And this is a result of living in a world that is full of temptation and distraction, and being surrounded by many others who are under the influence of the evil forces in this world. So it is important for us to surround ourselves with the right people, with positive influences, and remain focused in our pursuit of legacy and of fulfillment and of purpose. There is far too much going on in this world for us to be careless about what we do and who we spend our time with. So please, do not settle. Thank you for your time. I hope that you got at least something out of this video, and I will see you soon.